Welcome back to another episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory. Today we will be finishing the season off, hopefully ending it with a trophy, and then maybe making a few January transfers. We played 2 full months off camera just to try and grind out the results and get to the end of the season so we can keep this series going very quickly, because the aim is to win the Champions League, and you do want to have it going quickly or else you're not going to be able to finish the series. There were the results we had in the 2 months. Feel free to pause it at any time to check back. My plan is to play the Morecambe game and then play the Macclesfield game, but if we do win the title come the Morecambe game, we will just end up simulating the Macclesfield game. There was a quick overview of the league table so far, so if we do get a win and a draw, I'm pretty sure we do secure the title. Here we go into the pre-match press conference. I accidentally put the morale down, but then I did make up with it in all the other questions. Here we do simulate the game at home to Cheltenham Town. If we do win, that will be a huge step to our title challenge, and we do get the 2-1 win, which is huge. Here is the pre-match press conference before the game away to Morecambe. If we do get 1 point is all we need, we will be crowned champions. Going into this game, the aims are very simple. A win, we're champions. A win or a draw, we're champions. If we lose, we fight another day and we keep fighting for the league title unless another result goes our way. Here is our lineup. Jamie Baker does get his debut, the Youth Academy goalkeeper getting promoted, along with Robinson. I'm not sure what his first name is, but he's another Youth Academy player getting a start. Morecambe do get the first highlight. We don't want to go 1-0 down because that will be a poor way to start the game, but they scored. So now we have to really try our best to get back in this game. And that will be the first half over. We just couldn't break down their back five. They've been solid at the back, and it's almost near impossible to break down their back five. Here is a highlight as Reed runs down the right side and tries to fake shot it in, but it's just closed. As I said, it's so hard to break down their defense. And that's the best chance we've gotten so far. Then Morecambe do come up the other end and get their second of the game. Now it's almost an impossible task to come back. After their second, the game was about to end, but they come up the other end again, whipping a ball and heads it in. I don't know how we didn't deal with that, but it's 3-0 and we've got absolutely demolished. But somehow we do find a positive from that 3-0 loss because the other team we're facing dropped points, which gave us the league title. But not only we are the champions, we also will be getting promoted, meaning we will be playing League One football next season, which is a huge step to making it to the Premier League. All we have to do now is just sit back and enjoy the trophy celebrations. I was just laying my controller down and enjoying these, but for some reason it just skipped past it, and I didn't even click anything because I had my controller laid down, which is really annoying because I kind of wanted to see those. Because we claimed the league title with 3 games to spare, we will be simulating all of those, fielding a very weakened side as well. As you can see, going into this game against Macclesfield, you can see how much of a rotated team we are playing. We did finish the league table with 31 wins, 8 draws, and 7 losses, gaining 101 points during that. If the National League was in FIFA, we would be seeing Cambridge and Leyton Orient going down. Looking at the stats, first with goals, Kishi Anderson was leading the line with goals, and then Doyle and Doty were right behind him. Then going into assists, Kishi Anderson was top as well with Doty, then Doyle behind him as well. So the top 3 were the same with goals and assists. Here is a quick overview who will be leaving the club after the end of their loans or getting released on a free transfer. The only players getting released on free transfers were Danny Rose and Tommy Diogorora. Coming into the next season, I did decide to switch formations, mainly because I wasn't really enjoying the 4-1-2-1-2 in-game. I just think it felt way too narrow, and my fullbacks weren't pushing up enough to actually make it feel wide, so I just decided to choose one with wingers in it. I did opt for the 4-5-1, but that will be due to change. If you guys do want to suggest in the comments below, I may use one of your suggestions, but as I said, that can change very easily. After that, I do change a few instructions. A lot of the instructions are based on what players I do have in the team. So if I have a pacey striker compared to a slow striker, I'll put the pacey striker and get him behind, or the slow striker on just mixed attack. You can also see a little glimpse of the starting 11 plans for next season. All of these won't be the exact same because we will be signing new players, but a couple of these will be starting next season. Feel free to pause the screen to check out everything I've decided, all the instructions if you're into that stuff. If you're not, then you don't have to look at them. Here is the end of season review from the board. They basically said they couldn't be happier with what I did last season. Obviously, I did win the league and I completed lots of the youth academy goals they had available. We do attend the preseason and we choose the most expensive one because in the star rating for the difficulty, they were all the same, so I just choose the most expensive one. Here we are going over the squad in more detail, transfer listing a few players we don't want. Mainly just transfer listing the players we're not going to use or just can't get in this side because we have too much squad depth. I can't remember exactly who we did transfer list, but I'm pretty sure we transfer listed Will Henry, that young left back who goes by the first name of Joseph, and then a couple of other players as well. Finally, we do also change a few of the numbers of the pre-contract arrivals and a few of the youth academy players I promoted as well. After that, we bring in a couple of free agents. The first one is a Ukrainian striker who goes by the first name of Dennis. There is his overall. Then we go for a German defensive mid who goes by the name of Yannick Komenda. And finally, we sign a Dutch right back who goes by the name of Ben Gakpo. After that, we do try and sign our first permanent transfer of the series. He goes by the name of Kelvin Arase, and he looks very, very good. We do go in for Jake Vokins as a backup left back. We had him last season. He was okay when he played, but he's not going to play much because he's a backup left back. Following that, we do set up a scouting network. We go in Croatia. In this save, I don't want to leave Europe in the scouting networks until we get to the Premier League, just to keep it a little realistic. Here is the training drills we will be doing for the rest of this season unless we do have another youth prospect come through the youth academy. We do get the confirmation of 2 loan deals. There were 2 players who go by the name of Jake Vokins and Keenan Davis. Keenan Davis will probably be my starting striker. He comes from Aston Villa and he looks very solid. I decided to switch him to mixed attack mainly because he's not as pacey as Wu Larry, so he can't really get in behind. Here is my transfer shortlist. If you do want me to sign any of these players, please do let me know in the comments below. But with that said, that will be the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like, and I will see you in the next episode.